My name's Karl Mullins. I own or co-founder of a company called Assimilate. We've been running for and operating for 16 years in the business analytics space. So anything reporting, data, insights, etc. is the products and services that we develop and deliver for our customers. I first heard about Andy, the Success GPS program, whilst I was looking into a Northwest business scale-up program. So I've done quite a lot of research in the local area, Manchester, Lancashire area, and tried to find something that would help our business catapult forward to the next level that we were looking for within our business. And the business came up both through LinkedIn and some recommendations and networks and connections and things. So it looked like a good program. So got on his website and looked what it was all about. Assimilate started with Success GPS straight away. It looked like a really good structured framework and program that would suit Assimilate. We've been running for 16 years, so we're quite a mature, successful business. As we just got to a point where we wanted to define the next level, the next stage of growth and development. The Success GPS program, an 8-week, quite intensive program, both for ourselves and Andy in terms of the time, seemed ideal for us. And the Success GPS program was really intuitive, really well thought and really well put together by Andy. The Success GPS program was really good. It was an 8-week program for us, covering probably the space of two to 3 months. And it took a morning a week with some top-up support and help through calls, etc. Each of the sessions was well planned and thought out. So we went through defining currently where we were, where we wanted to be, and then a real structured breakdown from there in terms of the very high level 1, 2, 3 and 10-year goals, what those would look like, how we would get there, and breaking that down into every aspect of the business, sales, marketing, dream buyers, the financial plans, resources, etc. that we need. So a real structured business framework and business plan of how to get to our destination in the GPS program. Assimilate have been engaged with Andy on the SGPS program for a little over 10 weeks now. So from the initial inception and engagement, talking with Andy about the process, what was going to be involved, scheduling our time and actually getting those sessions booked in. So probably 10 weeks into the program now. As of week 8, we finished the program in terms of the actual structure and the course. So we knew exactly where we were going to go, what we were going to do and how we were going to. We then took a further 2-week session to plan how we're going to communicate that back to the business and really then redefine that kind of whole big wide program of that 8-week intensive course into a few sort of milestones and steps that we could start recording, managing and monitoring. So it took us a couple of weeks to get the comms plan out to the business and then redefine that plan into some structured, achievable goals for both the directors involved on them. Working with Andy and the Success GPS program has been real eye-opener for us, and it's been fantastic. We have in the 16 years worked with different business leaders, different mentors. We've had a look at some other coaching programs. I think what Andy actually had that was really valuable to us, he had experience of our marketplace, not exactly the same marketplace, but exactly the same path and the journey that we'd gone through. So similar and like industries. He was extremely positive around the whole program. He was extremely knowledgeable. So facilitating the program and working with myself and the other director involved in the program, he was able to take the key knowledge, the key experience, the key learnings, put them together into and communicate that back in such a way that was really helpful for us. So I think that's a bit of an art, and we certainly hadn't got such a structured program, someone with that knowledge, that same knowledge, expertise to be able to help us in our business before any other engagement or any other mentor or coaching program. So really a breath of fresh air for us, and what Andy brings to the Success GPS and also his programs he delivers for customers. Having worked with Andy, the directors have got a real high level of confidence that we will reach and obtain our goals and our destination that we set out as part of the Success GPS program. We're already on with a number of those milestones and 90-day plans, etc. We've got regular health checks and check-ins with Andy around our vital signs and making sure we hit them with the support of Andy to make sure and ensure that we're on the right track with that, whilst also the business still has to run and we've got a day-to-day business to run. But I'm very confident in this point. We're 10 weeks in from our program now, communicated the business and everybody's behind that plan 100%. So yeah, very confident in achieving our business business goals and objectives as a result of Andy and the Success GPS. The first set of milestones and objectives, the first 90-day plan, working towards the first year, etc., is still in development and still in the planning phase, but we are very confident that we'll hit those objectives and we will start realizing those tangible benefits. The scale of the plan that we've developed in terms of the destination objectives, business objectives we're working with on the Success GPS program is probably going to take our business greater than tenfold in terms of the growth and scale of that plan over the next 10 years. A number of things that we were able to identify through the program in terms of the products, services, dream buyers, ideal customers, etc., and how we approach those to market has really made us realize new opportunities and growth opportunities within our business and the marketplace that we work in. So see that as being a realistic objective for the Success GPS. I think engaging in the Success GPS program has really made us focus on who actually our customers are, where they reside, what they look like, what their challenges and pains are. Something that we've took for granted or kind of missed along the way of our operations for so many years. So that 8 weeks has really got us laser focused on who those people are, what they need and what we can actually do for them. That piece or that actual realization has just been stuff, and it's just been stuff that we've knew and never brought together in one place prior to the Success GPS program. So that's been a real benefit and a real insight for us to be able to actually realize those things and put those into action. More credible marketing, more credible engagements with our clients, and stop wasting time, effort and money on things that are just not really essential or important to our business. The future for Assimilate, working with Andy, hopefully very positive. Andy is a huge positive influence in any of his engagements, business and relationships. So really positive about that. The next year or so for us is really just keeping in touch with Andy around our critical and our vital signs, reporting, managing and monitoring this destination, these business goals that we've put ahead, getting his help and assistance in ensuring that we achieve those. So the next 12 months for us will be really working together, focused with Andy on ensuring that we hit those goals and those targets set within the SGPS program. Working with Andy on the SGPS program has certainly given us quite a relief and a bit of peace of mind, actually, now that we've got some focus in the business and a direction. I think that kind of unknown, uncertainty, sort of bit of a lethargy within the business can provide some anxiety within the business. Where are we going? What are we doing? Where's the next revenues coming from? Are we going to maintain these customers, etc.? So having that peace of mind through the guidance and the clarification of producing the SGPS and going through those steps really does give us a bit of relief, and actually that laser focus again to really achieve our objectives and our goals. So yeah, quite the relief. I think when Andy franchises the platform, the SGPS program, I think it'd be important for any franchisee or tenant on the program to really think hard about the framework and have that empathy, understanding and listening ability, and able to play that back and facilitate those things that are being told within the sessions. I think the framework is really solid and really structured. I think the key thing is obviously the human element, understanding and empathy to bring all of that together to enable those people in a comfortable, safe environment to be able to disclose probably a lot of vulnerabilities and things, as well as some of their shortcomings, being candid and honest about performance and other things within their business. So I think a key element for those franchisees would be to be able to pick that up and to be able to emulate that exactly as Andy does within his sessions really well and efficiently. Working with Andy in the Success GPS program, I'd certainly recommend Andy to anyone. So to work with Andy both as a client to go on the SGPS program, and also if people looking at a career in coaching. I think what Andy does, how he does it, his leadership and positivity, where he knows about the SGPS program for anybody looking to take that on as a future potential career. Again, I think I could think of no one better to be leading and to recommend other than Andy Henderson, the Sherpa Guide.